How you guys doing? We're here at Valley Circus. It's me, Tony, and John, of course.
Hello, hello.
Me, Tony, and John?
Yeah, me, Tony, and John. There's three of us. There's three of us now.
Tony has split personalities, so...
Don't tell the other Tony's a dick.
Anthony.
We also have our producer, of course, BJ. BJ, say this. BJ, say hello.
BJ in the corner.
BJ's in the corner, yes. Nobody puts BJ in the corner. And we're here with our special guest, who's actually our lead singer for our band, Mr. LR Kobra himself.
Hello, this is Lewis.
The legendary Kobra.
The legendary Kobra. Lewis, I heard a myth that one time you bit a snake and you found out it was a man's wiener. That's it. That's a legend.
That's a legend?
Is this a podcast or a roast?
We can make it a roast. We can make it a roast. All right, so tonight
Damn it, this isn't the first roast I walked into.
Tonight our podcast is brought to you by multiple beers, only because we're straight up alcoholics and we don't have a better choice.
Or a sponsor.
Or a sponsor. So we're illegally being sponsored by Red Stripe. Lewis has the Tecate and BJ's got a Coors Light.
No, BJ's double fisting.
Oh, he's double fisting. That's true.
BJ, double fisting with BJ.
Best thing I've ever heard in my life.
I looked that up online. I did not get the results.
You know what I regret looking up online? Blue waffles.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. I think you were the one that told me about blue waffles, Lewis.
Assuming you guys don't want to have a lemon party.
Oh, no, that's, yeah. I'm all down for lemon party like 30 years from now. Just between all of us.
You guys heard it here first. John is officially signing up for lemon party. All right, so we got a couple things going on. This weekend, we're actually hitting up the studio. We being
Jaguar. A.K.A. Tony's room.
AKA my room. We're heading into the studio this Saturday to do a 6 EP, 6 tracks.
Yeah, 6 tracks.
So yeah, six track EP. We'll be hitting it up this weekend. Hopefully having it out. Soon. I can't really put a timetable.
I don't want to put a timetable on just because I don't want to
rush it.
Disappoint.
Yeah, I don't want to rush. Lewis, we're glad you have your pants on this time since it's not video and only audio.
No, the pants will be off if it was video for sure.
That's what I figured. So we appreciate that. We're totally gonna put this on video.
This podcast is also brought to you by El Chapo OG Wax. El Tio Chapo was kind enough to mail me this from jail.
It'll help you escape your harsh realities.
Chapo was the robot, right? They made a movie about him? Chapo?
Chapo. Yeah, he's Chapo.
Is it fucking Wally?
Oh, yeah, Wally. Never
I was
mind.
talking about Chappie.
Chapo. Just because we're on the subject. Diane Worth?
Diane Word.
Yeah, Diane Word.
Very cool.
Very cool band. Like I just like how they were able to branch out into this sort of movie scene. Well, they didn't really do much acting more than just be themselves and pretend, play pretend, because obviously the robot's CG, there's nothing in front of them to play off of.
No, he's not CG, dude. He's real. He broke out of jail.
He broke out of jail.
I'm pretty sure I'm related to Chappie or whatever.
Oh my God.
Who was on your top 5 in MySpace?
No one.
And don't lie. Don't you fucking lie.
No, I honestly, I found a way so I can hide my top 5, and I made a top 2. And I put literally the most random, it was Tom and some random fucker that I didn't even know, some Asian dude.
Did any of you guys have the problem with why am I not your top 1? Why am I not your top 5? Did any of you guys have that problem with a girl or a friend or a relative or whatever?
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, I remember.
I think number 8 on my top 8 was Tila Tequila.
Going into MySpace, did anyone have the MySpace name?
What
MySpace?
Like that, you know how people had.
Oh, it's an anonymous name.
Yeah, I'm Tasha Titties. That was an actual person. I'm not even kidding. That's the only one ever. Oh, and Jeffree Star. I'm Jeffree Star.
Where are you coming up with these porn names?
Do you guys get a lot of hoochies on your Instagram? When you guys that explore thing, where you just see random pictures?
Yeah,
there's a bunch of hoochies, and I was like, what the? Because I looked at my.
See, Instagram's a new one too.
I looked at my girlfriend's, and hers is just memes and Star Wars stuff. And then mine is a bunch of hoochies. I was like, what the hell?
Oh, the searched one or whatever. That's because the people that are your friends.
And then it turns out all my friends are
yes.
follow a bunch of hoochies.
Yeah, it's your friends who are following these photos or liking these photos. So it tells you like you might be interested because your friends are a bunch of pervs.
Trouble.
Thanks, guys.
It's like, I don't want to see those videos.
Oh, did you guys? So recently, Netflix had put on all 99 episodes of the Animaniacs on Netflix.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about.
There's 99 of them?
Oh yeah, around there. I think it's
How long was it out?
not that long. So going into cartoons and anime and like whatever you want to get CG, the Roly Poly Oly series or whatever. Like, what was your favorite or most memorable cartoon growing up? That's one question I'll never get tired of asking people.
You guys don't remember Reboot?
I remember.
Yeah, I remember Reboot. There was the bear in the house, the big blue house, bear in the big blue house. That thing would trip me out.
That was puppets though. That was in cartoons.
Oh, and then there was another one that isn't a cartoon, where like these kids had boxes. Well, I can't remember the name.
Out of the
but-
box.
Yeah. And then like they had like a bunch of boxes in a front yard.
yeah.
And then like inside was like a huge like clubhouse thing.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're probably huffing paint, but I'm pretty sure the adults that were kidnapping these kids and throwing them in boxes and just hanging out with them, I'm pretty sure they were pedophiles.
You see what happens when your parents don't love you? You play in a box and you think,
Who hangs out with random kids in your backyard in a bunch of boxes?
Michael,
Yeah, cool.
Michael
If you
Jackson?
hold on, if you make it like big and like connected, that'd be kind of
I remember, my parents bought a refrigerator and it came in a huge ass box, and my brother and me spent like 2 days playing in it. And then when my parents threw it away, we were all bummed out.
I just
Man.
because you guys are still in it?
that was the perfect opportunity.
But now's our chance.
I think, ow!
That's what you told your parents and they were trying to.
I'm gonna try and throw you away.
I think they were more surprised that we found our way back from the junkyard.
All right, favorite cartoon of all time.
Yeah, what's your favorite?
Favorite cartoon of all
We're gonna
time.
go around in a circle.
Does anime count? Or you
Yeah, anything. Anime, cartoon, doesn't matter. If it's animation, whatever it may be.
Bear
What
in
is
the big blue house.
That's not a cartoon. Lizzie McGuire.
Lizzie McGuire. Hey, the
I
cartoon.
love-
She
You
does
have
come
that
out.
little
Yeah,
She
I
had a
love
cartoon
Hillary
character.
Duff, but yeah, go on.
She had a cartoon character. Okay.
So who has it first? Like right off the bat. Like if you have a favorite cartoon, I want to hear it. What is it?
I did love like Justice League, and then Superman's really cool too. Like he's not too.
Nice.
I'm gonna go underdog. I'm gonna go South Park. No one ever mentions South Park.
Oh, I love that
was
show.
yeah.
South Park was like it gave me like my identity as a child. I learned so much. I learned so much bad shit from South Park, but god damn it, I love it. I knew like so many bad words and terms that kids were like,
Yeah,
what?
like cunt.
Yeah.
Clitoris. When I knew what the clitoris was after I asked my stepdad, I was like, because they kept talking about it. Okay, so we're watching the movie, right? It's on pay-per-view.
Tony's dying.
Saddam Hussein and Satan have like the gayest relationship in the world,
Like they do now.
like they do now. Okay,
Sorry.
Saddam did nothing wrong.
Sorry, hold on. Sorry, Satan's gonna be really mad when I tell him that later.
Oh, okay.
When he hears this podcast later, Satan's gonna be super pissed.
It was a really offensive part, and I told my dad, I was like, my brother told my dad, can we keep watching? So we continued, and then it eventually got to the part where he was telling Stan, like, to fix his problem, he has to find the clitoris. Or no, someone told him he had to find the clitoris, and then he told the little French kid, I have to find the clitoris to satisfy his girlfriend, right? And then I just turned around and asked my dad, I was like, what's a clitoris? And he looks at me with the most puzzled face. He's like, "It's a little button on the girl's vagina." I was like, "What? What?"
What's your next question? What's
Okay.
vagina?
No, my next question is like, they have buttons? So like, what the fuck? Is there a lever I gotta pull before I hit the button or something?
The first time John ever had sex, he was looking at a girl's vagina. I'm like,
Where's the button?
I was like, no, I was like shoving her in the belly button, trying to get it in. I was like, I thought it was deeper than this.
my dad, bless his heart, took me and my two brothers to watch the South Park movie in theater.
Oh no!
I was like 8, and my little brother was like 6.
Yes.
My older brother was like 11 or whatever. And he took us to watch this movie. And I still remember he was like asleep. And when he would wake up, he'd be like, "What the fuck is going on in this movie?" He would just like see titties, like cartoon titties, and hear people saying fuck and shit. And he's just like, "What the fuck did I bring my kids to?" And we're all there laughing our ass off. And just, we all knew what we were doing.
Oh man, if I had to choose one, Batman Beyond.
Oh, that was really good.
Oh, okay.
It was I don't know. For me, it was appealing because that's what got me into comic books.
So who would win and who would be a good fight?
I have a good one. Godzilla or the Hulk?
Oh no. The Hulk.
The
Hulk. He just ripped the tail off and smashed him with it.
Yeah. Or I feel like Hulk would just jump through his fucking chest. I feel like Hulk would just like Hulk smash and just rip that bitch open.
Tear his ass.
He would get
apart.
swallowed on purpose. And just...
Yeah, and then like sock his way out and shit.
Stretch Armstrong or Mr. Fantastic? This
Mr. Fantastic.
is a question.
Did Stretch
of
Armstrong have a cartoon?
Yeah, he did.
I thought it was just a toy.
Pretty sure it's a cartoon.
No, he had his own promotion thing and everything. He stretches and he's a wrestler.
Versus Mr. Fantastic.
Who stretches
What is his
and is not a
weakness?
wrestler.
Well, what's his weakness?
Like any other wrestler, steroids.
Steroids and
He's gonna be
the
dead by the age of
turnbuckle.
45.
Steroids, ladders, and turnbuckles. That's his weakness.
And Chris Benoit.
I'm gonna say Mr. Fantastic takes it here just because the dude has his own council.
Hey man.
Of himself.
Of himself, like
Stretch-
in timelines and all this shit.
Stretch Armstrong had a wiener dog that could stretch.
Wins.
Enough said.
Instant win.
Instant wins.
Stretch Armstrong was also full of goop. So-
Did you guys ever have the toy?
No.
I remember how we had the toy. Like, well, my cousin had the toy, and like one day we were just bored.
You ripped it,
And
didn't you?
I was like, grab his other arm, and we just like literally just
Leaned
pulled.
on each other?
Yeah, and we just like ripped it apart, and like all the goose that were coming out. We got, once it was like corn syrup or something.
Yeah.
And it, like got stuck all over your hands.
Wait, okay. So what was your favorite toy?
Oh, it was the symbiote Spider-Man.
Symbiote Spider-Man.
Like the action figure?
Yeah,
I know I brought this up in the
Like
last
the
podcast. Growing up, what was your favorite toy?
That's hard. I used to love having Batman toys, different ones.
You're
Oh.
the kid, and you can't really do
Did you have the ones from the swap meet also? That only bent their arms up?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
big ones?
I remember one time I was.
They would come in a pack of like Batman, Spider-Man, a Ninja Turtle, and like Woody from Toy Story.
that's cool.
and on the logo it would say like superheroes.
Much chop. Whoa.
I got really lucky. Now that I thought about it, I got really lucky because my uncle was a little bit older than me. So like my grandma bought him all of the like Ninja Turtles action figures. And then when he got too old for toys, my grandma was like, "Yeah, just have all of them." I was like, "Yeah." So I got like all of them, and he had all the characters. And I remember me and my brother got all of them, and it even came with like the truck, like the Ninja Turtles truck, and everything. And then my uncle found out, and he was so mad. He threw a bitch fit at us. He was like, "Those are my toys. What's going? Like, why do you
Your
get them?"
uncle.
I'm like, "Dude, you're 27."
I don't know why I picture like this old ass dude, like 40s, like, "Hey man, those are my toys."
He was like,
It's like drinking a cerveza and shit.
He's all wasted.
Yeah,
and
he got on, man.
Sleepy
like,
Theo.
yeah.
Those were us like be playing with them. They're like, "Oh, your toy's dead." Like when we were like disagreeing, and just grab them, throw them into the air, and they would come down. And sometimes they would even land on the roof of the house.
I remember one time me and my brother, we actually had Ninja Turtle toys, and we were playing, and there was a hole in like a wooden fence, like a picket fence, and we can see a Michelangelo figure on the opposite side, and we're like, "Oh no way, this is the best shit ever!" And we didn't have that Michelangelo, so everybody just took my hand through it, and like to my neighbor's house, and I was like, "Ah." He took the shit out of that toy. It's like, yes, it didn't work.
Okay, so my favorite toy was like an old school Sinestro toy. But the most memorable toy, we had our own little swap meet Vegeta, Gogeta, and Goku toys.
Did their hair fall off?
Was it the one with the gold hairs?
And it fell off?
Yeah, and you could take their hair off, and like it was the monkey versions, you know,
Yeah.
like it was the version where they had like the tail and like the brown
Yeah.
fur and everything. We tied them up to our ceiling fan. Yeah, naturally, because when you want to get
I
toys
always
to,
did that too. Did everybody do that?
I did that.
I did
Well,
that
okay,
all the
to
time.
be
I would,
fair,
like put it on and then just turn on the fan just to see what would happen.
yeah, this was my brother's idea because he was destructive with toys for some fucking reason, and you know
Yeah.
my brother
Yeah,
Juan.
yeah.
He's an idiot. Like, and I hope he's listening. He tied all these toys to the ceiling fan so it can look like they're flying around and battling each other. Supposedly. As soon as he turns the fan on, you just hear da, 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 like something launched around the room. And then we stop the fan, and the only thing missing is the Gogeta toy. Like the Goku and the Vegeta toy are still there, right?
Yeah.
But the Gogeta one, the fusion one, was gone. We looked all around the room, dude.
It
It
was
was
just gone
in our
forever.
bedroom. It was gone. Like we couldn't even find the pieces.
So it was-
It's just, like at this point, like my theory is it traveled in time, and some lucky caveman has like a Gogeta toy now.
My brother and me, we had like a bunch of action figures. And we literally put all the action, we had like 20 something action figures. We literally put an action figure on every like like part of the fan.
Oh no!
And then right when we're gonna turn it on, my mom's like, "Oh, we're leaving. Like we gotta go." And we're like, "Oh crap!" And we're like, "Oh wait!" And she's like, "No, like we're leaving." And so we left and like forgot about it. And when we got home, my grandma was so pissed.
Oh my!
She was like, I walked in, I turned on the fan, freaking toys just start flying. Like just toys flying everywhere. She was so pissed. She's like, what the hell are you guys doing? I was like, you guys know you guys can break it. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I won't break it, Grandma. But yeah.
Dude, like, shut up, Grandma, before I break you.
But like imagine like 20 action figures on a fan just flying everywhere.
As a childhood topic, how did you guys feel about WrestleMania? What did you guys enjoy this year's WrestleMania as adults?
It was fun,
Like you did when you were kids.
I always enjoyed it as much as when I was a kid, just because it's fun. It's like the one time a year where you could yell and everyone's yelling with you, you know? Like when you get excited, like, yeah. And in that sense, it was fun, but
Now
other
it's
than
forced.
that... No, but it wasn't forced, though. I think everybody legit was like, whoa, like, happy and
Okay,
stuff.
I was happy. Just because Y2J,
Yeah.
I'm forever going to be a Y2J fan. And the fact that he beat AJ Styles, for me, that reassures me that they still believe in Jericho.
No, hold on.
It was forced, like he would
Hold on.
to win.
They do not.
No, that was storyline to drive AJ Styles' career. So AJ Styles comes in as a newcomer
No.
and kind of, I think it was well done. I love Jericho.
No.
dude.
The reason they did that is because Vince McMahon fucking hates TNA, and it was his way of saying fuck you to TNA because their biggest star, which is AJ Styles,
No, not
lost.
fuck you. Not fuck you.
Suck it.
Suck
okay.
it, suck it.
He said suck it to TNA by having their biggest star lose to fucking Chris Jericho in his first WrestleMania. That's the reason they did it. Like, your biggest star lost on our biggest stage. That's just how it is.
Yeah, on his
Debut.
biggest night. Yeah, on his biggest night.
And I'm sure they did it with the intention to push him further down the line, but it was just their way of, at that moment, fuck you, TNA.
I liked WrestleMania, but the NXT takeover, that did it for me. That's
Nakamura versus
Nakamura.
Sami Zayn.
And I wish WWE did more stuff like that where they got
They're
real
not.
and they got intense and in the moment. Shawn Michaels, Mick Foley, and Stone Cold. I'm so mad because I was out buying pizza and beer for you fuckers.
Lewis, since you're here,
Yeah.
I want to ask you the most inspirational guitar player.
I
to
thought
you.
I had an answer, but now that I think about it, it's going crazy. Number one was Matt Bellamy from Muse. He was so good. Like, just the fact that he uses, like, any modern thing that he could put into his guitar, he does. And he does it flawlessly. But the thing is also Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin. He was the first one that jumped out with a double neck guitar.
My favorite guitar player of all time? That's tough. I'm going to go with Tommy Iommi, Black Sabbath. I just think because he's like the godfather of metal. And as you guys know, I'm a huge metal fan. He's the godfather of metal. If it wasn't for him losing his said fingers, he wouldn't have had to tune low to get the right pitches because he couldn't do it because obviously he's missing fingers, which caused like that really heavy distorted sound, which is what you hear.
My favorite guitar player, Eric Clapton.
Yeah.
I don't know, like his music just really appealed to me when I was younger. And then my neighbors just like, oh, Eric Clapton, dude. Listen to his song, Layla. Straight up, that was the intro. Like one of the best intros I've ever heard. He starts it off strong with the guitar and just continues it on throughout the whole song while he's singing. It's just such a great song. That was the first song I ever learned how to play on the guitar, like actually learned how to play. And to me, Eric Clapton's just been always a big inspiration for me.
Lewis, since obviously we're a band, we perform live, what has been your worst live experience to date? And either with us or with your past musical endeavors. What's been your worst live experience ever?
Well, one of ours was I got pretty drunk. And at a point, I just couldn't hold on to my pick. Like, I was trying to solo, and my pick would just fall. And we were playing in our backyard, so like it was dirt and it was uneven dirt. And every time like I would draw my pick, I would like look at the floor, and the pick was just gone.
Worst live experience? I can't really say. I mean, I like to have fun. So it usually ends up I'm either too high or too drunk to play.
You brown out? For me, my worst live experience, I would have to say, was the 5-Star Bar Show. Because everything that could go wrong went wrong. Lewis was wasted, and you dropped beer on your amp, which blew your amp. My pedal broke, so I was riding a single pedal. It wasn't even my dominant foot, it was my left one.
To be fair, Lewis was drunk.
What's I'm saying? No. Everything that went wrong. My left pedal wasn't the one
Everything
working.
that went wrong.
It was bad.
I was there.
It was just a very bad experience.
So the worst show I think we've ever played is gonna be this women's benefit banquet hall. This was packed with tweens, dude. Like tweens. Like they were high school tweens. We got on stage, we offered the band some beers because at this point we didn't even know like if they were like our age or younger or anything. Like we just had recently gotten there, put our stuff on the stage, and walked to the back, and there was this other band there.
We were in a circle, we're all just sitting there drinking, and I remember the band before us was like these little kids. They were probably like 16. And they were like so excited they had like a bottle of, I think it was like a
Smirnoff.
Smirnoff. Yeah, and they were excited.
No, because they offered me, and I was like, hell no.
They were excited about it. They're like, we're gonna take a swig before this next song, and they were ecstatic. It's like the first time they ever had alcohol in their hands.
Yeah, we do not provide alcohol to young children.
What has been your guys' worst date? Worst date experience? You don't have to mention names unless you want to be an asshole and burn them. Worst date? Hold on, not with the current relationship ever. Don't burn your girl on the ground right now.
Yeah, no. Mine was I invited this girl, and she was like, "Oh, let's go watch a movie." So I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." So I go to her house. I'm like, "Hell yeah!" I put on my nice shirt, like long, nice. I dressed up all fancy or whatever, and I go to pick her up, and she comes out and she gets in the car and she's like, "Oh yeah, I hope you don't mind. My sister's coming." And her sister comes in the car. Her sister's like 3 years older. I'm just like, holy crap. I'm like, alright, like I can handle this. Or at least I thought. It turns out her sister was way more crazier than she was. And we go and we're supposed to watch a movie and she's like, nah. Like, how much time do we have before the movie? Like I bought our movie tickets.
Was this a Tinder date?
No, it wasn't. No, I've never gotten a Tinder date. Tinder even sent me like a message saying
cease and desist using
like, they were like, bro, you're not getting nothing, get out of here.
and those exact words, you're not getting nothing.
You're not getting nothing, like go. Like people were like,
kick rocks, homie.
like,
go fly a kite, fuck.
But anyway, we go and I pay for the girl that I was dating's movie ticket, and then her sister's like, oh, you're not gonna pay for mine? Ha ha ha. He's like, no. So she paid for her own. And then it turns out the movie got canceled. I don't know what happened. And then I'm just like, do you guys want to watch, like, wait till a later time or watch another movie? And the sister's like, no, let's just go back to the bar and we'll drink more. And the girl that I was dating was like, no, let's just go to the later movie time. And then the sister was like, oh, can you take me to my friend's house? So we drop her off, and she's like, I'm so sorry, my sister's being embarrassing, like, blah, blah, blah. And she gets a phone call, the girl that I'm dating, from her sister. She's like, oh, she's calling me now. She's just calling to say she's going to be out in a little bit. She answers the phone, and she's just like, hello? Oh, hi. Oh, my God. I thought you were never going to call me back. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll be inside in a bit. And she's like, I'll be back. I just got to go talk to somebody inside. Like, one of my friends is inside there. She literally goes inside the house and doesn't come out, like, for 20 minutes. I was in the car waiting for 20 minutes, and after 20 minutes, I was like, yeah. No, I was like, she's not going to come back. I'm going to just drive off. And then she comes out, but she was wearing a sweater and a overshirt. And I guess she had, like, a muscle shirt under her shirt. She comes out in only the muscle shirt. She's like, yeah, do you think we could hang out another time? I was like, what?
Damn.
She totally banged on your... She
banged while I was waiting.
On your watch.
On my watch.
Oh, that sucks.
I was like, yeah, like...
I'm sorry.
The date was the one that came out in a muscle shirt. So she comes out, she was like, yeah, do you mind if we could just hang out another time? I'm like,
how'd you meet this chick?
Did she say this as cum was dripping down her face?
No, okay, but seriously, how'd you meet this chick?
Tinder.
Tinder. Something shady. Okay, if you're gonna say Craigslist, just don't even say it.
To be honest, I met her at a show, like just randomly.
Oh god, a dirty bitch like that.
Yeah,
oh no.
Yeah, and that was the worst date I've ever had.
So this was like 2008. I'm dating some chick in high school, and we had recently had a break. So I'm like, all right, Anime Expo's coming up, 4th of July weekend. We're going to hanging out.
Sure you did.
No,
sure it was a break,
No, it was definitely.
Oh yeah, sure it was.
Yeah, okay, so some dude had come down and like told us like, oh yeah, we're having a big thing. Like, if you guys can invite people, you know, it'd be cool because there's like a couple people out there.
Yeah.
So we went out and we started promoting the shit out of it, like going around talking to people. And I got this girl, like, she was dressed as Final Fantasy VIII, and I'm not even shitting you, Final Fantasy VIII Squall. And that just fucking nerded me out because that's my favorite Final Fantasy title. She's doing it justice, she has the whole outfit, plus she's hot. We're by the pool deck and we're making out and we're like really going at it. To the point where my hands are, you know, going down south exploring everywhere. Exploring the countryside, going down the back roads too. Taking the dirt road.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love it.
And all of a sudden, like, she starts getting into it and starts trying to undo my pants, you know, like, trying to work her magic with her DLCs and shit. Sorry, trying to work her magic with her DSLs.
I was about to say, all right, downloadable content. All right, but
How was it the worst date though? How was it the worst date?
halfway through, I find out she has a weave, you know, like, that kind of turned me off. To the point where I saw her the next day at the convention, right? I'm walking through the halls and everything. And she's
But she wasn't one of those chicks that, like, even though she was bald or it wasn't her true hair, she was still just hot enough?
No, dude.
No?
On that note, so what was your worst date experience?
okay, so mine's not so much of a date. Mine's more of an encounter. And I'm not gonna say it's
As was mine.
Mine's. I'm not gonna say it was bad, but it was just unexpected. Okay, so this was probably like in 2012. So whenever I was in Vegas with my friends, we went out, we hung out with some of my best friends, Antonio, Sergio, who I'm sure will be listening to this, and Eddie. We went to Vegas. We went to hang out. And when I go to Vegas, I get drunk. Of course, like anyone else, right? But I tend to wander off. I don't know why. I don't know how. I just do.
Just happens.
It just
all
happened.
the time.
So we were going, and it's pretty late. It's probably like 2 a.m, and we walked by the Cosmopolitan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
yes,
so
yes.
everyone's leaving like the club that just happened. So there's this random girl. She has like her shoes off, and she's walking, and she looks like all down and depressed. And so my friend Antonio's like, hey, like he's trying to be all suave, he's all drunk. He's like, hey, baby girl, what's wrong? What's wrong? And she's just like, oh, nothing. I can't find my sisters. They left me. I don't know where they're at. So me, drunk ass Mr. Suave, was like, you know what?
Drunk as Mr.
Yeah,
Suave.
I was like, you know what? I'll take you to your hotel. Let's go. Not knowing that she's at the fucking MGM Grand, which is at the opposite end of where we were.
Oh no, you walked.
We were at the Luxor. They were at the
Oh, you
MGM
never
Grand.
That's
Oh
a
no,
sin.
no,
That's a
I know,
sin.
no. We
That's a
walked.
sin.
We walked all the way back to her hotel. Let's just fast forward it. In this time frame, we flirted. We made connection. Whatever. We're both two drunk individuals. So we get back to her hotel. Things get a little heated. We start making out. All right, I'm in the clear. Sweet. So in my head, I'm thinking the whole time, like, this is gonna be really awkward if like her sisters come in this room, because we went into her room. No one was in there, right? It was empty. So we start making out, doing all this stuff. And in my drunk state, I'm like, hell yes. All of a sudden, we hear the room key, beep, beep, beep. And in comes in 5 other girls. Now, anyone's normal thought would be like, oh shit, this is gonna be bad. But me, in my drunken state, was like, sick. I'm gonna have a sick-ass orgy just now with 6 women. Oh yeah, that is totally not what happened. I ended up getting yelled at by all of her friends and her sister. I'm just like, oh shit. And they're like, get the fuck out. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, oh no. It gets better. So after I'm kicked out, I'm like, man, I just got cockblocked by 6 chicks. That's fucked up. So I'm trying to find my way back into my hotel. So I'm in the back end of MGM. It's like kind of like darkly lit. It's like this back way where people wait for taxis and shit. I see a lady. She's this tall, beautiful woman. So I ask her, I'm just like, hey, how do I get back to my hotel? And then I tell her where I'm staying at. She's like, damn, sweetie, you're all the way on the opposite end. You need to take a taxi. I'm like, I'm broke. I'm not going to take a taxi. I'm going to just walk. I was broke for a taxi, but not broke enough for beer. So anyways, I don't know how that works. So then she's just like, oh, are you partying tonight? I'm like, nah, I'm done partying. I just want to go home. She's like, $400. I'll go back to your hotel room, and you and your friends can do whatever you want. And I was just like, holy shit, what the fuck? But in my head, I was just like, no. A, I don't have $400, and B, no.
The question is though, did she look good?
Dude, she was hot.
Oh,
she was
all
hot
right.
as shit.
All right, continue the story then.
So the worst part is apparently I didn't know this. In Las Vegas, prostitution is legal.
Yeah.
I didn't know this. So I went back to my hotel, and after having to wait for like 6 hours to get back in because nobody was answering their phone or anything, they're all awake when I come in the door, and they're just like, "Hey, where you been?" I tell them the story, and they're like, "Oh, that's fucked up, man. Why didn't you bring her back?" I'm like, "You fucking shitting me." Out of all of this, it's all you guys care about. Like, collectively, we could have come up with $400.
Collectively,
I fucking hate all
it's
my
like
friends.
everyone just pull it together.
I'm like, literally,
Team effort.
I hate all my friends. All right, so here's a question for you guys: how each of us know each other and how we've met each other. Lewis, you want to start off how you met John, and or myself, either or?
Well, I met John in middle school, and but John didn't really pay attention to me because John was one of my good friend's younger brothers. And John at the time,
I was one of your brother's good friends.
no, but I didn't know you as that then. All I knew was like, oh yeah, you're my friend's younger brother. So I remember talking to John, and I was like, hey, what's up, man? When I first talked to John, because I knew who he was, but I never really talked to him. But he joined the football team, and one day after school, he was getting out of football practice, and I was just coming out of school. And then he was the only person around, so I was like, hey, what's up, man? And he was just he was just like, hey, what's up? I'm like, yeah, man, so how's practice? And he was like, it was alright. I was like, oh, man, this guy fucking hates me. He doesn't want to talk to me at all. I was like, oh, well, are you going to walk home, or are you waiting for a ride? Like, I could give you a ride home. Like, I know your brother. He was like, no, I'm waiting for a ride. And that was it. I was like, and then, so yeah, like, that was it. And then from there, we ended up becoming like brothers or whatever. And then Tony, how old were we? Like
20.
We're not 19. I think we're 19.
No, we're 20.
I think we're
19, 20, yeah.
Yeah, we're 19.
Whatever. Yeah.
And then one day, Tony's just like wearing his Iron Maiden shirt. He had an Iron Maiden shirt, and I had my Iron Maiden shoes. I had Iron Maiden bands. And then Tony's just like, hey, you like Iron Maiden? I'm like, yeah, why? He's like, I like them too, man. You see my shirt? I'm like, yeah, man, that's cool. I was like, and then someone told, we didn't tell each other, but someone told Tony, like, oh yeah, Lewis plays guitar.
I think it was Victor.
Yeah, and then and I was like, yeah, I play guitar. And then Tony was like, oh, I play drums. I was like, oh, cool, man. Like, what bands are you into? And we started talking about music, like, oh yeah, like blah blah blah, like we're into these same bands, like yeah, blah blah. And then from there, I was like, yeah, this guy's really cool. Like he listens to the same music that I do. Like he gets what I'm talking about, and yeah.
Before we call it a night, I just want to kind of going off topic from what we did. Lewis, I want to ask you a more of a personal question on the matter. So as we mentioned in the beginning of the show, we're doing our EP starting this weekend. What are you looking forward to?
I don't know, man. This whole band was supposed to be is built on just improvisation and coming up with stuff on the spot. Because we're a bunch of talented musicians, and I have the most confidence in all of my band members to come up with a quality product, and that's what we're going to give you people, and it's going to be very good.
John, I want to ask you the exact same question. What are you excited about in this next upcoming, let's just say, year for Jaguar?
So I'm most excited for the shows that we're going to be having, but mainly I think I'm most excited about our new songs. I think it's going to add a new sound that I don't think we've had before, and people don't really associate with us. And I'm really excited to see how it turns out, how people receive it, and if it's something that we can continue doing, adding this new kind of flavor to our music.
All right. I mean, I would agree. I would say it's definitely something new that people can look forward to. It's I wouldn't say it's a different Jaguar, but it's a new Jaguar.
No, definitely. I mean, now we have a bassist. We have
a legitimate bassist. As opposed to just us filling in.
Billy is one of the greatest bassists I've ever seen. He's a guitar player mainly, but he decided he wanted to do bass for us because he liked our sound, and I mean, he's working out great. He's such a talented musician. I like the way he flows with our style, and it really adds this diversity to it.
Yeah, Billy, he added a new element to our sound. And it's really helped us a lot in this writing process. It's definitely brought a new side of Jaguar that I don't think anyone's ever heard to this point, not even us.
All right, so quickly, just to end the podcast, we've been droning on for quite a while now, so we want to thank Lewis for coming on. I want to thank BJ for producing it, Joseph for randomly getting here and making noise, and I want to thank Tony. Tony, any words to add before we sign off?
Nothing much. Just keep staying tuned. We got plenty more to come. I want to thank these guys as well. Lewis, our lead singer / guitarist of Jaguar, BJ, our producer, John, my co-host. I want to thank the listeners for continuing to listen and support us through our random endeavors. Thank you guys so much. We really do appreciate it. Cheers.